What's up, guys? My name is Robert Donaldson, and today we are back with episode number 33 of Rob's Best Bets for the date of January 2nd, 2023. Feels still a little bit weird saying that date, and as always, you can find me on Twitter at RobDFB, and if you want more content like this in the future, please hit that like and subscribe button because it really does help out a ton. And before we get into today's video, let's recap the amazing weekend we had as we went up 21.60 units, which brought us up to 27.58 units up on the week. And obviously that's 5 straight weeks of being net profitable at the end of it. And this was by far our most profitable week out of those 5. And to put it in perspective, if you are a $25 per unit bettor, you made $689.50 this week. For $50 per unit, you made $1,379 on the dot. For $100 per unit, $2,758, and so on and so forth. Also, I hope you guys were able to grab Sunday's slate. Obviously, no video posted, but I did make a post for the slate on YouTube under the channel's community section. I made a kind of a text post, so sometimes I'm going to have to do that just because there will be days where I'm traveling on the weekends and I can't make a video just because I don't have the recording device and my editing software in front of me. That said, we've got a very fun Monday slate of sports betting, so let's get right into this video. Alright, for our first pick of the day, we are taking a look at an ASUN matchup between Bellarmine and North Alabama, and like we've been talking about quite a bit, a lot of these nice looking win-loss records you see entering into conference play aren't always what they seem to be, and the line here is indicative of that. You know, Bellarmine is a quality team in a need to get right spot here, and I think this is going to be the one that they get right at. So give me Bellarmine here on the money line for our first play of the day for 2 units. For our second bet of the day, we are taking a look at an early start time game between Rider and Niagara, and both of these teams are playing really good ball coming into this one. But Rider, in my opinion, could potentially be in the mix to win the MAAC this season, and they can't do that by losing to Niagara, whether that's at home or on the road. So with that being said, give me Rider here on the money line for 2 units for our second play of the day. For pick number 3, we've got another Metro Atlantic Conference matchup between Canisius and Mount St. Mary's, and this Canisius team has been put through the absolute gauntlet in the early goings this season, as they've only played 12 games, and out of those 12 games, they have already played quality teams like Penn State, Florida Gulf Coast, Toledo, Iona, Siena, St. Bonaventure, Cornell, and Buffalo. And the promising part of all of that is that in most of those games, they were actually very competitive. They were in those ones that could potentially win a lot of those as well. And given that they'll be at home in this one, I really do like them to win outright and to cover. So for 2 units, let's take Canisius here laying the 2 points for our third pick of the day. For pick number 4, we've got a matchup between West Virginia and Oklahoma State, and both of these teams are coming off emotional letdown losses on the road in recent games. And with Oklahoma State, obviously it was against Kansas. They came very close to knocking them off and then lost in the final seconds. And then West Virginia came very close to knocking off Kansas State in overtime as well. And that said, this Mountaineers team has impressed me a lot more this season. With Oklahoma State, they really fell apart in that second half after putting together a 20-point lead in the first half, and that's probably because they never really were that good enough to begin with to actually have that lead. With West Virginia, I think this is a team that could potentially end up winning the Big 12, and I don't see their talent letting them down in this one. So for 2 units, let's take West Virginia getting the 3 points on the road, and let's throw even an additional unit down here on the money line as well. For pick number 5, we've got another off-the-radar matchup between Boston and Bucknell, and I will keep this one short. Give me Boston getting the 2.5 points for 2 units, and let's take them on the money line here as well for an extra unit. And that's just because the Terriers are the much better team in this spot. And Bucknell losing to Holy Cross last time out really tells you all you need to know about the quality of this team. So give me the Terriers getting the points and on the money line for a total of 3 units for our 5th play of the day. For pick number 6, we are headed over to the NFL, where we have a Monday Night Football matchup between the Bengals and the Bills, and this honestly feels like the game of the week in the NFL, and for good reason. This is a collision course between two really good teams, two playoff caliber teams, two Super Bowl caliber teams, but at home, how can you possibly bet against the Bengals and Joe Burrow right now with how they're playing? So give me Cincinnati here on the money line for 3 units for our 6th play of the day. Alright, for our final pick of the day, we are headed back to the hardwood where we have a matchup between Brown and Penn, and like we've been talking about since this series started, the Ivy League looks really promising this season, and these two teams are part of that reason why. And that said, this Brown team plays a brand of basketball that's just really hard to beat. They grab rebounds effectively. I mean, they are the #1 defensive rebounding percentage team in all of college basketball right now. They also limit your free throw opportunities, and they play really quality defense and control the pace of play. I really love the fact that they're the underdog at home in this spot, so give me Brown here on the money line for 4 units for our final play of the day. All that being said, I want to thank all of you for checking out today's video, but before you go, I do have an additional free Twitter play for today. So once again, all you have to do is head over to Twitter and drop a follow at RobDFB, and then simply message me asking for that extra free play, and I will message you back with that pick. And this is going to be a 3-unit play, so do not miss out on it. And again, all you have to do is head over to Twitter and follow me at RobDFB, and there's also a link down in the description below, and I will send you over that additional free play over via DM. All that being said, feel free to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below. I always appreciate you guys doing that. And as always, I will see you in a future video. Take it easy.